Welcome to FreeMMOStation. I'm Skyline Shore, and this is going to be my first impression on a new free-to-play naval warfare game, Steel Ocean.
FreeMMOStation.com.
Okay, so for people who have no idea what this game is, it's basically World of Warships. It literally is World of Warships. I mean, from the menu designs to the mechanics to how it feels, how it plays, everything about the game, like from monetization schemes, how you actually get new ships, how you equip those ships, how you purchase new items for those ships, how you repair the ships, how you do everything in this game. It's literally just like World of Warships. It is a mirror image. It is a copy to World of Warships, and that's basically the first impression. The truth is, though, that there's actually some things that are a little bit different, kind of little tiny nuances, and of course, if I were to continue playing, I would discover more and more, but do they really matter? Is it really potent enough for me to say that this isn't just a ripoff of World of Warships? Now, I know the game was greenlit by the community, and it seems like there actually are a lot of people out there that really enjoy this game. I mean, they do have Submarines, which World of Warships does not, but it doesn't have any giant feature, any totally new game type, any crazy new weapons other than submarines. But it just doesn't have anything that's entirely new to this formula or to anything that we've seen previously in the genre, like in Midway, stuff like that. So for me, why would I not go and play World of Warships, which has the backing for the wargaming company, the World of series, World of Tanks, World of Warships, World of Warplanes? There's a lot of backing in that, and for a game that is so hardcore, so hard to get into, and so grindy, why wouldn't I invest my time in a game that is far more likely to become competitive? Then why would I play this game? But this is the kind of genre that attracts people that are really keen for details, little tiny nuances, like I've said before. So if you are somebody that really wants to try this game, I bet you will have fun. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any really true negatives to the game other than the fact that I think World of Warships does everything that this game does, so I don't see why you would switch from playing that. It's literally a carbon copy. So I think that for people who have not played World of Warships, or maybe really freaking want to play as submarines, though I didn't play that much into the game, I don't know how many differences there are. I just know as a first impressions, it literally looks just like World of Warships, to the point where I don't feel like playing anymore. Submarines, as I watched a couple of videos, seem to play just like normal ships, kind of. I mean, they might play a little bit different role, but then again, it's just sort of a victim of this whole system where they have all these different ships and all these different kinds of guns and upgrades and everything, but really it's stat changes. It doesn't really change mechanically how you play the game. It doesn't change the game feeling. So, for me, as somebody who is not a huge fan of the genre, but I do enjoy World of Warships, I feel compelled to tell you guys that this game really is just kind of rip-offy. It might have some small things that make it a little bit better in ways, or at least a little bit more variety in combat to World of Warships, but for me personally, I like to go where the popularity is. I mean, it's a multiplayer-only game, so I want to go with the backing of the bigger company, and that's probably complete bias, and that is also my personal opinion. So, statistically, if I were to number crunch and if I were to put on my video game critic hat, I could probably say that this game might offer some cool things, but then I could also say that the game isn't optimized that well. It doesn't look that good for, supposed ultra graphics. It really bogs down during big team fights or just like any fight whatsoever, especially when torpedoes are on the screen. It really slows down. It really chugs your FPS. I could say, and for any positive that might come out of this first impression, I could list probably double negatives if I wanted to nitpick. So if you want to nitpick positives, I can nitpick negatives, and I just don't feel like doing a first impression like that today. I just want to tell you, since this is a carbon copy first impression, go check out my first impression on World of Warships, and then you basically get the gist of this game. And by gist, I mean entirely what this game has to offer, aside from Submarines. I'm not pissy. I don't think it's a bad game. It's just not original, and I do have an issue with unoriginal games. That's all I have to say about Steel Ocean, the new free-to-play naval combat game. If you had fun with the video, I had fun making it, and hopefully if you do try the game, you have fun playing it. Make sure to subscribe to the station. We've got all sorts of news and awesome content about free multiplayer games. So yeah, and hopefully we'll see you again later.